Hello and welcome to our Elektra Magnesium product training presentation. My name is Sandy Sanderson, CEO and founder of Elektra Magnesium Skin and Body Care Products. This is a product training presentation for clinicians and store owners. The goal is to provide a general overview of the importance of magnesium, what can go wrong if we don't get enough, and how to supplement magnesium via skin. You'll be amazed at the extent of magnesium deficiency in the community, most especially under conditions of stress. This presentation will help you recognize various symptoms of magnesium deficiency and how to use Elektra Magnesium products as a transdermal magnesium supplement, as well as for beautiful skin care. In addition to not getting enough magnesium from foods due to depleted soils and processing, stress is the biggest contributor to magnesium deficiency. It has a huge impact on magnesium stores. We've all observed that the common repercussion of excessive stress is bad health, and the main reason is that we don't have enough magnesium resources to repair and recover. Magnesium deficiency causes oxidative damage and premature aging. Oxidative stress means that free radicals, which are acidic Pac-Man-like elements that have an electron missing, run rampant to steal electrons from other tissue cells, which then degrades them. In other words, these acids break down our tissue and cause havoc. It can affect our energy metabolism as well as all our organs, blood, immune system, skin, muscles, bones and joints. Pretty well everything. Symptoms of magnesium deficiency can manifest as thyroid disorder, excessive weight gain, metabolic syndrome and sugar sensitivity, heart rhythm irregularities, cardiovascular disease, tension headaches, inflammation and pain, muscle cramps and restless legs, mental health problems, osteoporosis and teeth caries, skin eruptions or inflammation and itchiness, immune weakness, premenstrual tension, infertility and pregnancy issues like edema and preeclampsia, and slow recovery from injury. Other contributors to magnesium deficiency are magnesium antagonists or blockers. These include heavy metals and chemicals like glyphosate, fluoride, and other synthetic chemicals and drugs. The biggest fluoride contamination is currently tap water in fluoridated areas, but if you have a reverse osmosis or ion exchange filter, you can get most of the fluoride out. But make sure to replace minerals by recharging the water with a pinch of Elektra Magnesium flakes per litre, and it tastes great too. The other ways to absorb fluoride are via beverages and foods made with fluoridated water, medications, fire retardant, and Teflon-coated pans which can outgas fluoride. But nature also provides some blockers, like oxalic acid in green foods, as well as calcium. Cooking your spinach and kale can somewhat reduce the oxalic acid effects. You can look online for a list of foods to avoid that are high in oxalic acid if you have a sensitivity. The best way to counteract these forces is to supplement with extra magnesium and to support the gut microbiome and digestive system. Sugar is also a big stealer of magnesium resources, but a bit more about that later. Magnesium is the master mineral conductor of an orchestra of nutrients and regulator of electrolyte balance. This means that it's usually magnesium levels that drop before symptoms of deficiency or excess appear for potassium, calcium, or sodium. Magnesium is essential in over 300 direct functions and thousands more indirect functions via support enzyme activity and leveraging the effect of other nutrients such as zinc and iron. It is also essential for the synthesis of all proteins in the body, including hormones like vitamin D3, best made from sunlight on skin, and cholesterol sulfate. Magnesium has an important role to maintain the membrane charge of cells so that potassium and magnesium ions stay mostly inside, and sodium and calcium ions stay in the extracellular spaces. When magnesium drops too low, membranes become depolarized and leaky, easily losing potassium, magnesium, and water. This has a dehydrating and acidifying effect. The calcium-magnesium seesaw fluctuates constantly in a healthy body, like the ebb and flow of the ocean. Each time your heart beats, it is using calcium for the pump to squeeze and the magnesium to relax and recover in time for the next squeeze of the pump. During the squeeze, stress hormones rise, calcium enters the channels and dehydrates. The rest and recovery phase requires magnesium and water to enter back in, calcium to retreat, and stress hormones to subside. There is a tight relationship between magnesium and calcium as they are directly antagonistic. Both are needed in the action of muscles. Calcium is used to contract and squeeze, ready for action, whereas magnesium is required to relax and restore homeostasis. Magnesium deficiency can cause involuntary muscle contractions because not enough magnesium is available to remove the calcium from the calcium channels. Magnesium is called a natural calcium channel blocker as it maintains the integrity of the cell membrane by occupying the channels and keeping the cell hydrated, thereby keeping calcium out in the extracellular spaces. When it's time for fight or flight action, the stress hormone adrenaline is released, which pushes magnesium and water out so that calcium can go into the channels to tighten and squeeze. Magnesium is vital for energy metabolism. Its global benefits are largely due to its role in the mitochondrial production of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, our cellular energy batteries. It is literally the body's electrical power point. If magnesium levels drop too low, mitochondria slow down production of ATP because ATP without magnesium is acidic and toxic to mitochondria. Less ATP production leads to fatigue and metabolic issues. Magnesium is also involved in storage of ATP backup power in the cell membrane. The lower the magnesium levels, the more increased the sugar cravings because the system is too acidic to accept enough oxygen for fat-burning metabolism. It has to therefore switch to anaerobic sugar metabolism. The lower the pH, that's higher acidity, the less energy output, and the higher the pH, such as higher alkalinity towards 7.35 and 7.45 pH, the more efficient the energy output. When we have a plentiful supply of energy, we don't overeat and we don't pack on excess weight. When we are too acidic and crave too many carbohydrates, we can't turn it all into energy and the carbohydrates get stored as fat. Processed sugar consumption makes us fat and is a greater risk for diabetes, obesity, and heart disease than the consumption of fat. This is because sugar metabolism causes acidic byproducts which are not well buffered and detoxed due to lack of antioxidants and oxygen. We need oxygen and alkalinity to burn fat, which gives us a lot more sustained energy value. Carbohydrate energy production is short-lived and much less efficient. Magnesium is essential for the pancreas to make insulin, for the cell membrane channels to open and allow in the insulin and glucose, and for ATP energy to be made by mitochondria. If pH is too low, not enough oxygen can get into the cell for fat-burning energy production. The cell then has to rely on anaerobic sugar-burning metabolism to get any energy at all. However, there comes a point when the glucose is not allowed in because the acids from the sugar production become toxic to mitochondria. Magnesium, however, supports the delivery of oxygen via hemoglobin, as well as proper hydration to alkalize the cell and support mitochondrial production of ATP. Sugar leads to magnesium deficiency because you need 28 magnesium molecules to turn 1 molecule of sucrose into energy and 56 molecules of magnesium to turn 1 fructose molecule into energy. It can cause hyperactivity in children and metabolic syndrome in adults. This leads to chronic fatigue and anemia due to oxygen transport disruption in the hemoglobin, fatty liver, and growing waistline, acidosis, and inflammation. Plant foods with chlorophyll donate magnesium, as magnesium is the center of the chlorophyll molecule in plants. High antioxidant superfoods have significant amounts of magnesium, such as coconut, seaweed, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, and raw cacao. The body is made up of about 70 to 80% water, and the brain even more. Wherever there is more electrical activity, such as brain and heart, the more water is required for metabolism. Magnesium has an intimate relationship with water and cell hydration. The magnesium ion can swell up to 400 times its dehydrated size via water molecules. It makes water work better via its electrical charge and water structuring. When drinking water contains magnesium ions, the water has a better access to the inside of cells to increase hydration, nutrient transport, metabolism, and flushing of toxins. Magnesium helps to maintain normal blood pressure and flexibility of muscles and joints. It keeps us youthful and juicy. Magnesium prevents muscle squeezing, cramps, and restless legs. Involuntary muscle spasms and cramps are a sign of dehydration and electrolyte imbalance, triggered first by a significant drop in magnesium. Magnesium is necessary for healthy bones and skin, that is, all the collagen structures of the body. The 99% of magnesium in body tissue comprises 53% in bones and 46% in soft tissue. Only 1% is located in blood. The tissue cells can donate their magnesium reserves to ensure blood supply of magnesium remains in the normal range. This is why blood magnesium tests are not reliable indicators of tissue magnesium reserves. Magnesium is used to make collagen and elastin proteins for strength and flexibility of ligaments, joints, and skin condition. Low magnesium leads to stiffness, dryness, brittle bones, and excessive calcium deposits in muscle, joints, and vessel walls. Excessive calcium in the ligaments leads to an increased risk of injury with exercise. Magnesium also helps the shock-absorbing capacity of bones by bringing in more moisture. With chronic magnesium deficiency, calcium leaches out of the bones, causing the dry, brittle bones of osteoporosis and also hypercalcemia of tissue cells. Magnesium is essential to strengthen the immune system by increasing the virility of white blood cells. When they become more potent, we need less of them to get the job done, which means less phlegm and less inflammation. Magnesium acts as an antioxidant by donating electrons, supporting mitochondrial metabolism, as well as activity of detoxification enzymes such as glutathione and superoxide dismutase. Magnesium and other antioxidants buffer acids from toxins and pathogens associated with infection, colds, and flu, thereby helping to lift pH, which then allows more oxygen access to cells for metabolism. Magnesium is also antithrombotic by helping to increase negative alkaline charge for blood fluidity, which is zeta potential, and by controlling acidity, hypoxia, which is low oxygen state, and consequent calcium deposition. This prevents platelet stickiness and blood thickening. Sleep deprivation, which is extremely stressful, causing excessive magnesium loss and acidosis, can lead to metabolic issues and excessive weight gain. Magnesium promotes deep restorative sleep. It helps the pineal gland to make melatonin, which is a powerful antioxidant hormone that detoxifies the brain. Lack of deep sleep causes excessive stress and severe depletion of magnesium reserves, which affects brain metabolism and cognition. Premature aging and degeneration is associated with chronic sleep deprivation. Magnesium, however, helps to relax muscles and the nervous system so as to promote restorative sleep and improving mental performance. Magnesium deficiency alters the gut microbiome, which can lead to depression, digestive disorders, and metabolic issues. The gut microbiome relies on magnesium for its electrical supply. We rely on the microbiome to maintain the integrity of the digestive system, for production of immune white blood cells, and to produce most of the neurotransmitters for the brain. The brain also relies on magnesium, water, cholesterol, and oxygen for its electrical activity. Magnesium is essential for the liver's production of brain cholesterol, for the transport of oxygen and water charge and structure. Magnesium is also used to make GABA, that's gamma-aminobutyric acid, which helps to calm down excited neurons after glutamate stimulation. This is part of the HPA axis, the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis. When this hormonal system becomes disrupted from traumas and chronic stress, we can get burnout. We feel wired but tired or chronically fatigued, hypersensitive, and emotionally fragile. Without enough magnesium, it gets hard to recharge and recover from the stress. Magnesium is essential and in high demand during pregnancy. It prevents preeclampsia and edema. The more magnesium replete a woman is, the less risk of birth complications and the easier the delivery. Magnesium not only helps build a healthy baby, but also keeps mum flexible and stretchy, calm and relaxed. If mum is calm and well rested, baby is calm and feels secure. Magnesium cream is especially good rubbed on the tummy every day to maintain optimal skin condition and resilience to prevent ruptures and scars. Magnesium foot soaking for half an hour before bed is also excellent for detox, as well as to help sleep more soundly. How much magnesium do we need? The lower end of the spectrum of about 300 to 400 milligrams per day usually satisfies young healthy women without much stress. The upper end of the spectrum, the high-end users, can need about 1,000 milligrams a day. These include executives, sleep-deprived shift workers, pregnant women, those with irritable bowel syndrome and low stomach acid, microbiome dysfunction, athletes, people doing heavy physical work or perspiring heavily, those taking drugs, medications, or excessive alcohol, or with kidney or liver disorders. Also, the older we get, the lower our magnesium reserves become due to accumulation of stresses, acids, and digestive disorders. Menopause is also a time where excessive magnesium deficiency can increase because of the loss of the natural protection of estrogen. Note that the chemical compound of estrogen or estrogen mimicking phytochemicals, as in soy, can actually further deplete magnesium as they work differently to our endogenous estrogen. Magnesium supplementation, however, can greatly reduce the unpleasant symptoms of menopause. What is transdermal magnesium? The skin is the largest organ of the body and can excrete salts via pores as well as absorb them. Just like the roots of a tree can take up the minerals it needs from the soil, but no more, likewise the body can absorb the minerals it needs that are stored in the epidermis, the outside layer of the skin. The epidermis is made up of collagen structures, like small cages, holding in moisture and electrolytes, with the help of cholesterol fats to inhibit dehydration. It acts like a reservoir to hold nutrients, whilst the connecting capillaries of the dermis underneath can take up the magnesium required if available in the reservoir. Transdermal absorption of magnesium using magnesium chloride requires no further digestion and works fast to become incorporated into the body as needed. A magnesium bath or foot soak can be very calming, relaxing, and detoxing, and it also promotes better sleep. Elektra magnesium flakes are certified food grade for use as a food supplement and can be added in small amounts to filtered drinking water to remineralize and alkalize, which charges the water and helps to make it more hydrating for cells. It tastes great too because 1 pinch of flakes per litre contributes about 80 milligrams of elemental magnesium, which mimics what would be in natural spring water. Elektra magnesium flakes are naturally harvested from the pristine region of the Tibetan Plateau 3,000 meters above sea level and away from industrial and agricultural contaminants. They're also lab tested in Australia and show no mercury nor lead tested to parts per billion. The flakes also contain a 2% package of naturally occurring trace minerals such as potassium, iron, silica, boron, manganese, etc. 1 cup of flakes per bath or a tablespoon per foot bath for half an hour worth of soaking before bed helps to relax for a deeper, more refreshing sleep. Magnesium soaking also allows toxins to be excreted from the lymph system via skin into the water. Recommended soaks are 2 or 3 per week on the most strenuous or stressful days, or more in cases of trauma. This pathway lifts some load from the liver to process and eliminate body toxins. It is a very gentle way to absorb magnesium as well as to detox, and is recommended for the ultra-sensitive people suspected of having toxic issues. It also leaves the skin in smooth, hydrated condition, whereas Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate, breaks the skin's natural oil barrier with repeated bathing and can leave skin feeling dry, itchy, and irritated. Magnesium sulfate also has only 9.7% elemental magnesium, whereas Elektra magnesium chloride has about 16% elemental magnesium. How does electromagnesium help skin health and recovery? In cases of magnesium deficiency, the skin tends to dry more quickly, thereby losing its skin barrier integrity and youthful glow. The keratinocyte cells of a regulated, hydrated, and protected epidermis look well-ordered, smooth, and even, whereas the cells of a dysregulated epidermis look uneven, dry, and flaky. Magnesium ions combined with water and fats are what the skin uses for protection and recovery. As the skin is lipophilic and loves to absorb fats, electromagnesium cream is an ideal meal packed with nutrients that can be readily absorbed and stored inside the epidermis, keeping the skin well hydrated, plumped up, protected, and gorgeous. Magnesium is also used to make proteins like collagen and elastin, which make the skin more resilient and flexible. Electromagnesium cream can be used all over the body and on the face as a moisturizer. 2 teaspoons deliver 300 milligrams of elemental magnesium much more efficiently than tablets or powders. It works as an anti-aging moisturizer, muscle massage cream for releasing tightness, twitches or cramps, as a deodorant, and as a before and after sun skincare product. It also helps the body's production of vitamin D during sunbathing due to the plant fats and magnesium ions. Electromagnesium cream comes in 4 fragrance varieties with different textures and can be used for toddlers, children, and adults right up to elderly. They are packed full of about 20 different nutritious ingredients, including 15% magnesium chloride salts infused in natural plant butters, oils, and extracts, and are also vegan friendly. Electromagnesium products do not contain synthetic chemical or petroleum ingredients like the commonly used moisturizer ingredients of dimethicone, phenoxyethanol, or parabens. The rainbow colors of the 4 cream types indicate a graduation in cream textures, with the richest being herbal and recommended for extra dry or sensitive skin, including conditions like eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, and rashes. Sensory Gold is also very rich, but has a light magnolia overtone. Zest Citrus has lemongrass and bergamot overtones and is in the medium range, suiting combination skin type. It can also be used as an anti-acne moisturizer. Island Spice is at the light end of the spectrum with geranium overtones and fermented papaya for enzyme support. This one is particularly good for skin which is thicker, has more melanin, or a more oily condition. It can also be used as an anti-acne moisturizer. Magnesium Charge Lotion at 30% magnesium chloride salt is designed for active people on the go, with more emphasis on muscle care, as it has double the magnesium of the cream, but less fat. 2 teaspoons deliver 600 milligrams of elemental magnesium. This unique lotion absorbs quickly and helps get more magnesium into tight muscles and joints for relaxation and flexibility. With powerful antioxidant, antibacterial and antifungal ingredients of Australian botanicals like lemon-scented tea tree, kakadu plum, Davidson plum and quandong, charge lotion can also be used as an effective underarm deodorant as well as a muscle recovery massage lotion. Elektra Magnesium Oil Spritz at 60% magnesium chloride salt is the strongest magnesium product in the range, but doesn't offer the moisturizer skincare benefits of the creams or lotion. It does, however, have plant extracts which enhance the absorption of the magnesium oil without leaving the usual sticky, irritating residue of pure magnesium oil. So it goes in beautifully and smells great with essential oil of mandarin. 12 sprays delivers 600 mg of elemental magnesium. If the skin is dry, it is recommended to lubricate skin first with the magnesium cream or lotion. You can use this product where high concentrations of magnesium are required, such as lower back, calves, shoulder muscles, and any other high wear, stiff or inflamed areas. Baby Calm Balm is an ultra-light moisturizer designed for baby skin care and the prevention of nappy rash. 1 teaspoon delivers 50 mg of elemental magnesium. You can use it in a baby massage to help sleep, as well as to protect the skin barrier. Mums can also use it as a light facial moisturizer. Skin pampering ingredients include geranium, chamomile, calendula, rosehip, and native snowflower. Charcoal Pomegranate Cleanser is the newest addition to the Elektra Magnesium range and offers fantastic anti-acne cleansing power. Charcoal absorbs toxins and pomegranate inhibits the acne-causing bacteria, Acne vulgaris. This smoothing and non-abrasive cleanser gets into the grooves of the skin to remove grime, makeup, and excess oils. Simply apply on face, leave on for a minute or two, and rinse off with warm water. Finish with Elektra Magnesium Cream or Baby Calm Balm for a healthy, glowing complexion. Elektra Magnesium Pet Cream is similar to our herbal magnesium cream but with added neem oil. This cream helps to soothe and alleviate nervous repetitive scratching caused by magnesium deficiency. Simply rubbing where your dog has worn away fur from constant scratching to calm down the sensation. If licked, the cream is non-toxic but very bitter. However, dogs usually leave it alone after application, which gives the body a chance to heal. Reapply daily until symptoms subside and skin and fur look normal again. It is also recommended to add a couple of magnesium flakes to your dog's drinking water bowl for daily maintenance of magnesium levels. Refer to our product user guide for suggested product combinations and applications. You can use the products in any combination. Sometimes it's just a little matter of trial and error to work out individual needs. Elektra Magnesium offers the most comprehensive, natural and ethical range of magnesium skin and muscle care products. The shea butter is fair trade, ingredients are natural and organic as well as vegan friendly, packaging is recyclable, and the jars are double-walled food-grade plastic which are reusable as storage containers. I hope you can share my excitement about the enormous potential of transdermal magnesium nutrition in helping people recover better from stress, alleviate magnesium deficiency, and maintain optimal wellness. Welcome to Elektra Magnesium, Nutrition via Skin. Just feel it.